It was good. It was good. Definitely, first, it was a great experience to play in front of that many people. Um, I still feel like Death Valley is better, but I mean, it was definitely a good just experience, kind of the traditions that they had. You know, seeing them doing the chants all game and seeing the military tradition. It was really really fun to go out there and come out with a win.
What was kind of the sideline temperament like as you guys were giving up that lead a little bit, the defense was maybe struggling a little bit?
Next play, you know, it's always positive energy on the sideline, regardless of how good or bad we're doing. Um, it's always just a next play mentality, not focusing on the pass. You know, whether the defense is playing well or the offense is playing well. Um, that's something that I really learned about our team since it's still young in the season. I learned that we're fighters, and so that was really good to see. You know, regardless of the fact guys just kept playing all out effort. The effort was there all game. I feel like, and regardless of whether we were on top of things as far as the field play wise, we never stopped playing.
This team seemingly has a knack for winning these close games. Why?
Um, I would definitely say, experience is a part of it. Definitely because we've been in these situations before. We have a lot of guys who played in a lot of different, environments and high-end games. I would say, so-called. But I feel like it's mainly just because we treat it like another game. It's not. We don't really see it as a college game day, 100,000 people. We just see it as us going out there and trying to be our best, trying to play to a standard.
So when the crowd was going crazy there when you just scored a touchdown, crowd's going nuts, everything's against you. Did you have any doubt in your mind waiting for that next play that you guys were going to win?
Yeah, no, I had no doubt in my mind. I mean, that was just a okay factor. You know what I mean? Still another play to line up. It's just still they got to go for two, regardless of the fact. I feel like I have confidence in our defense, regardless of the situation at hand, and we can go out there and get the job done, and we can still win the game. So, yeah, it was no doubt in my mind that we had could get a stop on the next play.
You mentioned the next play mentality. Does Kayvon really exemplify that? I mean, he drops the interception, and the very next play he gets a pick and ends up.
He dropped multiple interceptions. Um,
You guys give him a hard time about
yeah, yeah, for sure. He dropped about four of them. But like you said, man, he came up with two really really big plays. The one where he the fumble and the interception, and I mean that just goes to shows regardless of the fact that however many plays he feel like he left out there on the field, he was always on to the next one, and him to come back out there and make up for it with those two big plays was huge, man. So hats off to him because I know it can be frustrating when especially that one where he dropped the pick and he caught the touchdown for it. That was really really tough on him, but for him to come back and make up for it with those two big plays at the end was huge.
When y'all watch film, do you give them a hard time when you're seeing those balls as you're watching film together?
Oh yeah, always, always, always. Anytime you leave some money out there on the table, it's just always just that kind of fact that you kind of mess with them a little bit for it.
Does anybody mess with you when you mess up?
Oh, always, always. It goes both sides, regardless of how old you are, how many snaps you done play. You gonna get it if you messed up or you kind of did some dumb stuff out there. You always gonna get it.
I don't know if you got a chance to take a second look at it yet, but how crazy was it at the end there? So many like big high-profile plays, and there's Kayvon. He's punching the ball loose,
Yep.
bouncing off him for a touchdown. Then he's making the interception. And
Yep.
It's kind of crazy there for that one individual at the end.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, and that's something that it can happen like that for a lot of different people because for him to have that many chances just to be a part of so many like just different big plays and such critical moments for that one person is really high stress on him, and you know we talk about it a lot, just talking about the scheme of defenses, kind of getting away from the question, but it kind of answers it. Offensive coordinators, they really care about the defensive ends and the safeties because big plays happen outside and deep. So anytime, you don't set the edge and the running back runs it outside, that's a big play waiting to happen. Anytime you can't stop the deep ball, the safeties, that's a big play waiting to happen. So Kayvon understands that he's going to be in a lot of high-stress situations, and that's what I feel like, regardless of whether he makes the play or doesn't make the play, he's always on to the next one because he understands that it's going to happen again. He's going to be in a situation again.
How would you assess how y'all did containing
You mean as a defensive line or just overall? As a defensive line, I feel like we played decent in defensive line. I feel like as the game went on in the second half, we weren't as dominant as we wanted to be. We played okay in the second half, but we didn't play as dominant as we wanted to be. Obviously, because when the second half came, he really turned it on, just making plays with his feet. Obviously, we flushed him out different times, things like that. But the goal is to get him down to the ground. So I feel like we definitely can do a better job with that, kind of hitting home on blitzes, just wrapping them up, different things like that. But hats off to him. He played a great game, man. Dude, he came out and really showed himself.
In years past, it's taken sometimes a couple of losses to get you guys back on track. Can this be that kind of game, even though it wasn't a loss, that just kind of brings you back down a little bit and says, we got a lot of work to do. We're not a shoe-in to go right back to the college football.
I wouldn't say it bring us back down. I mean, I don't feel like we really kind of got that high, but I would definitely say that it definitely showed us what can just how amplified of a season that is going to be. We're going to get everybody's best shot. And if you don't come out ready to play, you're going to get beat. And we understand that. And we know that, this won't be the last time we are put in situations like that to come out and play in a game where, everybody's watching. It's a big time moment and you playing against a good team. So it kind of just lets us know that, okay, like this is the real thing. Like we got a big targets on our back and we just going to embrace it, regardless of the fact. And obviously it was the first game early in the season. We didn't really know what they were going to do offensively or defensively, but it was good to go out there and kind of get in a dogfight towards the end because it really showed the mental toughness of our team.
You played a good team, tough environment. Quarterback kind of played out of his mind. What do you guys expect, I know, to be so dominant? Did you guys come away from that as a defensive unit, maybe a little bit shell-shocked that they were able to kind of do some of the things they did to you?
Not shell-shocked. We were more so just kind of disappointed on our side. Just kind of hoping that we could have put it away in the third and the fourth quarter. Obviously, we feel like we played a good first half, holding them to 3 or 6 points? I can't remember, but not holding them to 3 points. But that second half the second half is such a critical time because there's no score less important than the one at halftime. So we really got to nip it in the bud in the second half, I would say. And so just getting that experience, and I would say that yes, we were disappointed, but we definitely were happy that we came out with the win because at the end of the day, we never stopped fighting, we never stopped playing, and that 2-point conversion stop was really, really big for us as a defense.
You photo of you, one guy had you in a choke block and another guy had you around the waist.
Uh-huh.
I thought that level of holding, is that ever played for you guys?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I've had experiences with it last year, but it might be to a different level this year just because we feel like we're a better unit than we were last year. But we'll see. Definitely, it was some calls out there I wish that we could have got, but hey, I mean, hats off to them. They had a good scheme, I would say, to kind of hold us back as a defensive line. A bunch of different protections, chipping, maxing it up, slide protection, stuff like that. So they did a good job, I would say. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the refs ain't gonna make every call. I feel like they definitely missed some.
Kayvon said that he hopes teams now think that they can pass and try to attack them and then use the secondary as a weakness. Just where's your confidence level at with those guys back there?
I have full confidence in those guys. Obviously, people feel like they don't really know what they can do because it's a young group back there. But when you get past the starters, but I have I see the way they work every day in practice, and I know the talent level that they have, and I hope that too. I hope people take them as a weakness of our defense because that'll just enhance their game even more because people don't understand how competitive those guys are, and they really want to go out there and prove themselves every day.
Could that kind of game be kind of a coming of age moment for that unit back there in the secondary?
Oh yeah, definitely because anytime you go against a guy like a Jimbo Fisher, who's a really, really good play caller and is known for being like an offensive guru, and he's going to challenge the secondaries because when they max it up with the protection and they running those deep posts, those deep routes all game, it's gonna and they have good receivers, it's going to be a challenge for your secondary, and I definitely feel like. At times we played well, and at times we didn't play so well. But it's a learning experience, and it's early in the season. I'm not worried or anything about our secondary. I feel like they play well, and obviously everybody has plays they want to get back to. But at the end of the day, they came up big for us when we needed them.
Do you think you guys are going to start seeing a lot more screens thrown on you the way he was kind of getting the screens on you?
Oh yeah, he would. That running back, those running back screens, those H-angle screens, those things, they was critical for them. I would say definitely see more screens and boots. I would say those are kind of good neutralizers as far as stopping people from being so aggressive. So definitely.
What are your looks for when you? Because I remember Coach Sweeney saying they were kind of
Yeah.
What do you look for as a defensive end to make sure to see if it's a scrimmage?
And that's what's so hard about it. You can't really look for it because you're so focused on your individual matchup. It's more so as you kind of feeling it. So, when you feel an offensive lineman not really blocking you, that's kind of what it is. You don't really see it too much because when you rushing the passer, your eyes is always on the quarterback. It's kind of just like you see the offensive lineman in your peripheral vision. You know what I mean? So really, when you feel them not really trying to block you, you can't really just assume that your pass rush is really that good. You kind of got to just feel them releasing out to go block for the running back. So that's what it's more of a feel of the game, and it comes with reps and getting used to it.
There's obviously a big storm in the Atlantic. It may not happen here, but you may have friends, family,
Yeah.
who may be in the way.
Yeah.
It's not new that this happens, but how do you keep from worrying about that too much?
Yeah, definitely. I got family in Virginia. I hear it's supposed to hit North Carolina, Virginia. So and I'm from Richmond, Virginia. So I got to talk. I talked to my mom last night. She don't really know too much yet about where's the storm going to hit as far as if it hits Richmond, but she's definitely worried. She might come down here earlier. I don't know how much of the storm is going to get here. We're supposed to get some type of rain. I'm assuming, but. It's definitely something you got to keep your eyes on, something that you could be worried about. But I feel like my family's. I'm very close to my family. We have family all over the country, so I feel like we can relocate and get
You'll
back.
find a dry spell.
Yeah, we'll find a dry spot somewhere. Yeah.
A couple of big plays by Justin Foster on Saturday. Just as one of the veteran leaders of the team, what have you kind of seen about his progression and him kind of trying to, all of a sudden reach up to his potential?
Shoot, my boy Mater. It's been a long journey for that one. Dang, y'all don't know. He came in so raw and just